Welcome back to ConBravo. We're here at Convention Hopper, part of HC Studios, and I'm here with Petros, the creator of My Life as a Video Game, one of the hot web series running right now. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Hey there.
All right. So first off, Leon Unity, the company that you operate under, are you the owner?
Yes, I'm the... I don't go by this title because I always feel it sounds kind of pretentious and douchey to say it, but technically I'm the founder and CEO of it. In my emails I sign it producer or executive producer because that's kind of what I do for the company. Like when you say you're CEO, that's such a vague and like...
People imagine you sitting up at the top of a tower smoking a cigar?
Yeah, it's... Plus, it also for some reason in my head brings back images of Jesse Eisenberg as Mark Zuckerberg, and I'm CEO, bitch.
No one should ever have to envision that.
Yeah.
You want to tell us a little bit about where the name came from?
Well, Leon Films is the name of the project. Leon Unity is the channel, and Leon Films actually comes from my middle name, which is Leonidas, or as most Anglicized people would pronounce it, is Leonidas.
Oh.
So I named my company Leon Films after my dad, who my middle name is given from. From that, we basically created Leon Films, and Leon Unity was created as the channel for two reasons. One, YouTube.com/Leon Films was taken, and
I sense a rivalry.
They actually don't release anything, but like one day we might try and take that name back. But
yeah, if Rooster Teeth can take Let's Play, I think you can take that.
Yeah, exactly. We took we wanted to get Leon Unity as a channel, call it Unity, because it's about more than just Leon Films. Eventually, we want to move. Like My Life as a Video Game is just the first series on the channel. We've got another series that we're working on later this year. Can't divulge much information about it, but it's going to be pretty cool. And it's a lot darker than video game and less serialized. It's like the episodes won't have numbers. They'll just you can watch them in any order, basically.
Okay, so for people watching who haven't yet watched it, by the way, shame on you. Give us a quick little summary of the show.
The show is called My Life as a Video Game. It's about a guy who gets sucked into an alternate reality where video games are real life. And there he meets a fallen space princess who got her throne taken away from her, and she was kidnapped. And so she became a badass version of Princess Peach and fought back. And now she's trying to take back her throne with the help of a floating holographic head called Menu, the menu system, basically, played by Brent Black, aka Brentacloss, who's a good friend of mine, and he's been fantastic with this show. And Don meets Kara, the fallen princess, and together they travel through the different video game worlds, trying to basically unite the various video game champions to take back Kara's throne, and maybe find a way home for Don. Cool.
So, how did you choose which video games to represent in your series?
The original plan for the first season was to have a long set of episodes, depending on how much we raise based on our Kickstarter, and we hit the 30,000 mark to raise enough for a first season, but not enough for what I fully planned. So we created the first half of that, basically, which was the first-person shooter story arc, which is I think it's a very modern game that a lot of people know what it is now. A lot of people are into it. It's a very popular thing that's going on now. Then we did a complete flip side of that, and we went to kind of like a Double Dragon 80s video game world, which is very, very popular in the 90s. Arcades are all over the place. Double Dragon was one of the most popular games in the world at the time. It's even in that crappy film, The Wizard, where he goes, "You got 5,000 on Double Dragon?" It's quite hilarious because I don't think it's like a score you can't even actually get on the game. It's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, and then we kind of went somewhere in between with the third one, which was the Space Combat Simulators, is the third and final story arc of the first season, which basically includes a little bit of sort of Star Fox and Wing Commander and the upcoming Star Citizen and things like that. And that was kind of very popular. Space Combat Simulators was very popular in the early and late 90s, so it's kind of in between the popularity of the arcades beat 'em ups and the popularity of the Call of Duty first-person shooter sort of era. So
So you're choosing what to represent based on like what was really popular during certain times?
Yeah, I figured it was three completely distinct genres. Like you couldn't really get them confused with each other at all. You could see like they all have different rules set out for themselves, and they all lend themselves to different visual styles, and they were all pretty like some basic stuff that a lot of people like. Even it's also good stuff that if you're not a video game fan, you can still enjoy it, because you can still enjoy a war movie, you can still enjoy a cheesy 80s movie, and you can still enjoy a sci-fi movie. So that was a part of my reasoning as well, and I wanted to get something that kind of covered the spectrum of gaming as much as I possibly could within 3 story arcs. Like the plan for next season, hopefully we get it. Keep an eye out for that. Will be to basically do other genres that like I want to do a platforming set of episodes. I want to do a Western RPG fantasy set like Skyrim, and I'm very, very tempted to do the idea of survival horror and include a bit of Slender Man, because I know Brent will crap himself.
So, what do you find the most either amusing, entertaining, or fulfilling aspect of playing your character Don DeWitt in the show?
All right, there's a funny thing about Don, is that he kind of is like a much more exaggerated version of me. Like if I wasn't a nerd of all trades and I was just a gaming nerd, then that would probably be me. And like he's a lot cockier than me as well, a lot more of an asshole than me. I hope. But he's a lot braver than me, because he's got more balls than I do. But at the same time, it's like I kind of, when I wrote this thing, I did worry. I'm writing a role for myself that's basically like, people who know me, this is basically me. Is it going to come off as really arrogant? And then I realized, no, I get the shit kicked out of me pretty much every episode. If anything, it's kind of self-effacing. It's like it's.
I think you found a good balance.
Yeah, like Don has his badass moments. Like he does get to Shoryuken dragon punch someone off a building. That's pretty cool. There's it's a lot of fun playing Don, really, and it's been a lot of fun making the show. Especially like I'm looking forward to a lot more to doing more of it, especially because I really want to do the fantasy one, because I want to swing a sword around. I like swords. Swords are cool. Plus dragons. Who doesn't like dragons?
Just hire a team of LARPers and you got your actors.
That's kind of what I'm doing. Except the LARPers are stunt actors. They're my former stunt team, and like just like a week ago, I was with them, and I got to see a bit of their really cool outfits that they're wearing, that they have, and my god, this kind of stuff puts like freaking Lord of the Rings to shame. Like this guy's got like a full barbarian like stuff, that all their weapons like aircraft aluminium, and they've got these big horns on a helmet, and like a whole like lion pelt like thing like hanging off him. It looks so cool. That's the little things I love about like making this, is that you get like ooh, cool costume.
Nice. All right, final question. Would you consider, if you had the team to do it, doing a My Life as a Video Game, the game?
I've actually taken the idea in my mind before, and I've thought about how would you do a My Life as a Video Game, the game. Would it be maybe a point-and-click adventure, because it's the only thing I can think of that is impossible to do as a like series, like in the series, or like I considered doing like a game that was kind of prequel to the show, that was kind of like Kara's story leading up to the events when she meets Don. Like when she gets captured, how she trains herself, and probably go to a couple of different worlds here and there. But like, it's like, would it be like you'd have like a few chapters in first-person shooter, and then suddenly the whole control scheme would change? It'd be very difficult to kind of like decide what exactly I wanted to do for the actual for the actual series, and how I wanted it to be. I mean, that's actually an interesting thing, because a lot of like with movies, switching genres halfway through can be devastating. If you look at the movie Hancock, like that was probably one of the bad things about that movie, was that it started out as a fun action comedy, and then suddenly became this really depressing, gigantic, bloody epic. And it's like, what movie am I watching? Am I still watching the same movie? Like it just changed all of a sudden. Like it was like 2 different movies crammed into one. And I never like, games are a bit more malleable, but at the same time you've got to, once you set a genre, you can't really change controls halfway through, and that's why we're doing this as a series, is that we can change our genre per series, but the consistent thing is that we are an action comedy, even if some episodes are more dramatic and other ones aren't.
Okay. All right, so let's wrap it up with telling everyone watching where they can find your content.
Well, you can find the series at youtube.com/LeonUnity. You can also get the shirt on the shop that's going up very soon. Probably will be up by the time this goes up. Or you can go to www.mylifeasavideogame.com. I'd recommend going to the YouTube channel first because the website right now is not in the best shape.
There's a good way to plug it.
Yeah. So yeah, go to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe, check it out, like, favorite, comment on the videos. Specifically, like, favorite, and comment on this video.
There you go. Thanks for watching. I'm Ichida, and this is Petros. Have a great con.